Welcome to Tantrum House. I'm Kevin Delp.
And I'm Melissa Delp.
Today we're talking about Before the Earth Explodes. It's a two-player action selection game from Green Couch Games and is coming to Kickstarter this August.
And before the Earth explodes, you and your opponent are in a head-to-head competition. You're trying to be the first to fulfill one of 4 victory conditions.
Here are some of the prototype components. There's player cards, planet cards, and ship cards. There's resource cubes, tracker markers, and more.
Each player has an identical set of 4 action cards. You'll each simultaneously play a card from your hands. The card not only determines your action, but might cancel the action of the other player. Card A, Scout, lets you advance on the technology track and take one of the face-up ships. The ships either give you an immediate benefit or a special victory condition. If the other player played card B, you cancel their action and deal 1 damage to them.
Card B is Invade. It's only good for you if the other player plays card C or D. You basically steal that player's action and deal 1 damage to them.
Card C lets you colonize a planet for 2 fewer resources. Planets give you a benefit you can use once during the game.
Card D cancels your opponent's card A and deals them 1 damage. You then gain up to 3 resources from one of the resource cards. After resolving the cards, players have the opportunity to colonize 1 planet if they didn't lose their turn by having their action card canceled.
There are 4 ways to win. Be the first to colonize 7 planets. Be the first to reach level 7 on your technology track. Destroy your opponent by making them reach 7 on their damage track, or fulfill one of the special victory conditions on a ship card.
As you can see, what you play can really determine if your opponent even gets to perform an action.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I really like that one player can potentially play their action and get to colonize a planet, while the other player basically does nothing if their turn has been canceled and they get damaged. So it's kind of like a double whammy.
Yeah, I think you really have to try and guess what your opponent is trying to do and play a card that will stop them from doing it, or just try a totally different strategy that wouldn't be affected by what that player is doing. And with all the ship cards and planet cards, there is a lot of replayability in the game.
Now, I did notice that there are ways to heal yourself if you've been damaged, or ways to increase your technology beyond just using that scout card. But I didn't really notice any ways to affect the other player's technology track. So if that player is going a strong technology strategy, it might be hard to hinder them beyond just trying to keep canceling their actions.
The artwork has a nice retro feel. I'm not sure what is final and what isn't, but it all works pretty nicely. Once you understand what the icons mean, it's pretty intuitive to interpret them on the cards.
The game is small, easy to learn, and plays quickly, but it is pretty confrontational, so you have to be okay with getting blocked by the other player, especially if you're not as good at reading the situation as the other player is, which, well, I kind of suffered from in this game.
So if you like 2-player games, filler games, games with like a sci-fi space theme, or even games that can get into people's heads, then check out Before the Earth Explodes on Kickstarter.